Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded video where today I want to talk to you guys about something that I believe could switch things up and make it pretty darn cool for things that would happen at night in the game, and mainly talk to you guys about some really cool things that I believe they could bring to the game for the arachnid version of the bosses, or not even bosses per se, but maybe just more things in the game that you could run around and fight. So I have lined up 5 different spiders that I believe that could get added to grounded and would be really cool additions to the game, not only from easy and friendly all the way to supremely deadly and would need specialized gear in order to fight. So if you guys could make sure you hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe today, and also leave me a comment down below if you guys have any other types of bugs or spiders you guys think should be added to grounded. But let's hop in and let's talk about it. So the first one that we're going to be talking about, guys, is jumping spiders. Why talk about jumping spiders? First of all, because they're really cool, but also because jumping spiders most of the time have no interest in actually harming you at all. They may jump around a lot, but they could be considered less of a enemy in the game, but more of maybe a partner in the game, maybe somebody that you can run around and find and fight with, and maybe, you know, only fight you if provoked, maybe like a ladybug, for instance, or, you know, there's other things like, I don't know, the bees. Maybe if you got too close to it, then maybe be like, all right, you're getting too close to my, you know, my web or whatever. But I think that having more of a non-aggressive type of spider in the yard would be pretty neat. Where would these things preside? I believe that they could go all over in the backyard. I don't think that they would need like a specific area that you could put them in. I know that a lot of people are thinking, you know, you can add a lot of new spiders up in this upper area that's up here in the game. I don't think that that's needed. What I think would be cool is just another version of a wandering around spider. Now, the cool thing about a jumping spider is that in its name is that it jumps a lot and it can jump high distances. So say you make it mad and then you try to jump up into grass in order to get away from it, like you can do, or climb like logs or something to get away from the spider, like you do for orb weavers or even wolf spiders right now. A jumping spider will be able to see through your tactic and jump right to where you are. So in my opinion, a jumping spider would be really cool. The next one that I want to talk about is a daddy long-leg spider. Now, I made a mistake in the past in thinking that a daddy long-leg spider was something that was deadly and had dangerous venom. It's not really true. Mythbusters kind of busted that, and a lot of people have busted that, saying that's not really true. But at the end of the day, a daddy long-leg spider would be really cool. For 2 reasons. One, it's another non-aggressive type of spider that I do not believe would harm you while it was wandering the yard. But I do feel like this one would need a little bit more of an open space to wander. Maybe up here would be a great spot for that because of how big it is. Not body-wise, but leg-wise. As you guys saw in the picture that's up on the screen, I'll probably pop it up again right now. But I think that a daddy long-leg with its really long legs could boast a really cool way of changing up the fight in an insect. Say you have to take out its legs or knock out a couple of its legs in order for it to actually lower itself down for you to be able to attack the main body. Now, this thing would not be aggressive, so you really wouldn't have to worry about it fighting you unless you chose to fight it, which could be a really cool addition for a boss in the game. Now, I know that a daddy long-leg spider is large compared to an ant, but it still could be a really cool addition to the game that could be a wandering boss that would not say aggro you as soon as you see it. But if you chose to fight it, it would become a perilous fight that could be really neat, with you having to take out legs and stuff like that in order to actually do damage. So a daddy long leg, I believe, would be really cool. Okay, so now we're going to start getting into a weirder section, and that would be this weird looking spider that I found called a peacock spider. Now, these things are pretty cool because they like do a little flap up thing with their butt that allows them to show a colorful little area like a peacock does. And why do I think that this would be cool? Just because there's not really a whole lot of insects in the backyard that are super brightly colorful other than the firefly, right? I mean, the firefly lights up when you see it. Now, technically, yes, these are found in Australia and the jungle and stuff like that, but not really in this area. But let's not forget that grounded is a video game, and I do believe that having something cool like a peacock spider come into the game that pops up a little frilly butt, and then it's all colorful and stuff. Maybe it can mesmerize your team, give you some sort of debuff or something like that. Or, you know, as you attack it, it can just pop that up and stun your character or something like that. A lot like some of the earlier monsters that you would fight in Monster Hunter that have like a little flashing thing that stuns your character. Something like that inside of Grounded could be a really, really cool way that they add something new to the game. So the Peacock Spider, I believe, would be a really, really cool addition. Now we're going to start getting into the scary section, just for all of you guys know. And I probably should have told you guys about arachnophobia warning in the beginning, but I figured when I was talking about spiders that people would have clicked away if they didn't want to see all the different spiders that are popping up. But this one is no joke and is pretty creepy, and that is a trapdoor spider. A trapdoor spider literally hides underground. As you can see in this image, you can see its legs kind of hanging out. It hides underground and has a little flap that sits on top of it that would be around the yard, maybe over in this upper area where there's not a whole lot of things yet in the game, but in this area that could be pretty cool for you to be able to see a small area that has, maybe it's full of trapdoor spiders. Now a trapdoor spider is exactly as it says. It has a trapdoor that is on top of its web. It opens up and ambushes its prey from underground. This could be hidden by either a leaf, some grass, web itself, something like that. Once again, another cool idea either for a boss or a smaller spider that wanders the yard. But I will tell you that these things are not small. These are larger spiders, so it would be a little bit more difficult for you to be able to find, but it could be cool nonetheless. Now, the last one that I want to talk about is definitely the most deadly of all of the spiders that I wanted to talk about, and this would definitely have to be a boss that gets added to the game, and would have to be somewhere like either in the shed or over under some bricks or over in another area like the Broodmother, which they already have the Broodmother as a boss over in that area, maybe even inside of the house if it's abandoned or something like that. You guys guessed it, it is a black widow spider. Black widow spiders are known as one of the most dangerous venom spiders in the world. There are a couple that are out there that match its venom, like the brown recluse and some other spiders as well that you guys know of. I'm not a spider expert, but I do know that one of the most requested spiders that you guys have been asking for is a black widow. Now, black widow spiders would be able to kill you with their venom in one bite, so you'd have to have the Mithridism perk on, and I would suggest that if the developers wanted to put that in, even with the Mithridism perk, that it still would only negate only some of the power, the potency of its venom, because technically a black widow is like kill you in one hit venom. So it's pretty darn dangerous, especially for a teen your size. Also, they're not the biggest spider in the world, but they still could be sized up. For instance, the Orbweaver spider is actually a lot bigger in real life than the jeweled Orbweaver spider, or the, as you guys may know her, the Broodmother. Technically, a jeweled Orbweaver or spiny Orbweaver spider is a lot smaller than your standard Orbweaver in real life, but it's a video game. What are we going to do, guys? It's Grounded. It's a video game. So at the end of the day, it's okay. So those are the spiders that I think could be added to Grounded. Those are the spiders that I believe would be really, really cool additions. So if you guys like those, hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments. If you guys have other spiders you think should be added to the game, also let me know down in the comments. And also, please don't forget to hit the like button. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.